Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. Denise would like to introduce you to Brian P. Fenton. Hello! How are you? He asked. Hello, I'm very well, thank you, said Denise. If you don't mind me asking, where are you from, and where do you live? I live in Guildford in the south of England, she said. Where do you live? That's nice to know. Though I'm born and raised in New Orleans, Louisiana, I'm currently on a peacekeeping mission in the Doha, capital of Qatar. We're there to advance the interests of the United States and to serve and protect US citizens in Qatar. What's your profession, if I may ask? Why do US citizens need protecting in Doha? Asked Denise. Google thought our man might be about to struggle, and so stepped in. We're helping the Americans and at risk to evacuate from Doha. Although nearly 6,000 passengers have departed Doha in the last 24 hours on 17 US flights. We were accelerating the pace of evacuations from Qatar Airport and had extricated nearly 6,000 passengers in the past 24 hours. That included Americans and at risk. The airport remains secure. The evacuation flights are steadily increasing, and we're doing everything we can to maximise safe evacuations. So our plan now is to help the Americans and at risk to evacuate from Doha. More than 13,000 people have been evacuated from the country since August the 14th. And if you're wondering what all this is about, I'll show you in a minute. Our military lift began on, and thousands more have been evacuated in private charter flights facilitated by the US government. Those evacuated include American citizens, permanent residents, special immigrant visa applications, and Afghans who have worked alongside us. Before we go any further, I'll show you where he got at least some of that from. He said that more than 13,000 people have been evacuated from the country since August the 14th. Bear in mind this conversation took place on the 15th of December 2022. But apparently, back in 2021, on the 20th of August 2021, President Biden tweeted, "We have already evacuated more than 18,000 people from Afghanistan since July and approximately 13,000 since our military airlift began on August the 14th. So President Biden was referring to when the US pulled out of Afghanistan. Back with our man in Doha. Why are you evacuating Doha? Asked Denise. So our citizens will be safe, he said. Duh! Stupid question, Denise. Why do you think he was doing it? What do you do for a living? If you say so, replied Denise. I'm retired. I was an accountant. I ran my own business with my late husband. That's awesome! Have you ever come across any military personnel online before now? He asked. What a strange question, said Denise. Are you looking for someone that's gone AWOL? Just asking, he said. But why? There must be a reason, said Denise. I'm sorry if I went too far, he said. Just want to know. Well, I will appreciate us being good and honest friends here, if you don't mind. I don't mind, said Denise. So be honest and tell me why you asked. Because if you're looking for someone that's gone AWOL, they must have a reason. I'm just asking. Trust me, he said. If you say so, replied Denise. All right, so tell me, are you happily married? With kids? I'm a widow. I've 2 children and 4 grandchildren, she replied. I am a widower, once married, a beautiful lady just like you, and we were blessed with 3 kids. But unfortunately, I lost my wife some years ago when she had a PKD. Seems to be a common affliction in Scamland these days. And if you do have PKD, don't panic. You aren't about to die just because a few scammers think you should. And I lost 2 of my kids in a car accident. I have only Alvin with me now. And he's 15 years old. He schools in a boarding school in New York. He's all that I have now, and I do love him so much. All right, you know, as military personnel is still active in a peacekeeping zone or on duty, we're not much allowed on social media due to some security reasons. If you can work out the logic or even any sense in that, please go to the top of the class. But I do use email to get in touch with my son Alvin whenever I wish to. I'm not also a regular Facebook user, nor a fan of Facebook. Just here to check on some updates. And I'll be leaving soon. As military personnel, we're not allowed here on social media due to some security reasons. I'm more concerned and used to the email compared to Facebook. So Denise gave him her email address. And, of course, they moved to chat. And over on chat, a man randomly changed his name to West Point, as you do, and it didn't take long before their relationship went downhill fast. "Hello," he said. "Hello," said Denise. "How are you?" "Feeling horrible. I've got a cold. How are you?" "I'm fine, thank you. I'm just going to put the kettle on and make myself a nice cup of tea." "That's nice. What's your religion?" Of course, that's exactly how a conversation flows. "What do you want to know?" "Just asking." "I'm a Ninth-day Adventist." "My mum," he said, "had baptised me in a Pentecostal church, but she was a good Christian, and my father just believed in God." And you know this one, ladies and gentlemen. We've heard it many times before. "I've been a searcher for the truth between earth and heaven since very young, so I had to study very deeply all the religions. Nowadays I say that all religions are good, but we interpret everyone as we want, and I believe in some superior power. You can call God, the universe, the power of the mind, or anything you want. I believe that we're not alone. We are not the only planet that has life. I believe in ethics, which means to respect everyone on this earth, and that if you think wrong of someone, you're just doing wrong to yourself. Well, I will tell you all you need to know about me here, but I want us to be faithful and honest friends here, and let this be between us, because I don't like the third part of my life. I want you to promise me that you will keep our conversation between ourselves here. Hello? Hello? What is the third part of your life that you don't like?" asked Denise. And that was the beginning of the end. "Like telling your friends about our friendship," he said. "Why is the third part of your life telling my friends? You don't even know my friends." "Or telling them what we discussed here," he said. And of course, if the person that you're talking to tells you not to tell anyone about your conversations with them, then there's a very high chance that you're talking to a scammer, or at least someone whose intentions towards you are anything other than genuine. "That doesn't tell me what the third part of your life is. You don't know my friends, so you can't tell them anything. What is the third part of my life?" "Just my son," he said. "You don't like your own son? What a horrible thing to say." "You asked me what's the third party of my life." "I did," said Denise. "The bit you told me you don't like." And she copied where he'd said, "because I don't like the third part of my life." "And now you've told me that third part that you don't like is your own son." "I mean, I can tell my son everything about me." "And that's why you don't like him? That's a horrible thing to say. I don't want to talk to a man that admits he doesn't like his own son. Goodbye. I presume that's why you sent him to boarding school, so you don't have to look after him. Poor kid." "You don't understand what I mean," said our man, who clearly didn't understand for himself what he meant. "You clearly said, because I don't like the third part of my life, and you clearly told me that third part of your life that you don't like is your own son. Which bit did I not understand?" "My son is all I got." Denise asked him several times which bit she didn't understand. "I'm hoping if I type it 3 times you might have a better chance of reading and understanding what I typed, because I'm beginning to think you're illiterate and can't read and have no idea what you're talking about. Which bit did I not understand?" To which our man replied, "It's 10:05 p.m. here." Denise typed it twice more. "I guess typing it 3 times wasn't enough. You still can't read it. Are you totally illiterate or just an idiot?" "No, I'm not," he said. "Then answer the question. Which bit did I not understand? A proper, sensible, literate answer, or go away. Choice is yours." To which our man replied, "Friends." "Go away," said Denise. "That's not a proper, sensible, literate answer. Goodbye, idiot." "I said anything we discussed here should be private." I won't bore you with the rest, because Denise just had several goes at him, until finally he disappeared. I hope you enjoyed this short video. If you did, please like it, please share it, please comment down below. I promise you I read all of the comments. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again in another video.